Video editing is a demanding workflow that blends CPU-GPU performance, fast storage, ample RAM, and reliable thermals. As editors increasingly work with 4K and higher frame rate footage, choosing a portable system that can render timelines smoothly, preview edits in real time, and handle media management becomes essential.
List number 1. Lenovo V15 Business Laptop. The Lenovo V15 G4 ABP blends a generous 40GB RAM configuration with a spacious 1TB PCIe NVMe SSD and a 15.6-inch FHD display, all packaged in a business-grade chassis with Windows 11 Pro. Its standout feature is the extraordinary memory capacity, which is highly beneficial for multi-app editing workflows, for NLEs, media encoders, and asset managers, and large project files. The Ryzen 7 7730U delivers solid productivity performance with 8 cores and a turbo potential, while integrated Radeon graphics keep thermals modest and are adequate for basic to mid-tier editing tasks. The presence of a numeric keypad and robust port selection, HDMI, RJ45, multiple USB options, enhances workstation-like usability for on-the-go editing and live project review in client spaces. In practice, the 40GB RAM allows smooth multitasking when prefetching media, scrubbing 4K timelines, and running background renders. However, the CPU-integrated graphics and overall GPU performance mean this model will struggle with advanced color grading, GPU-accelerated effects, or heavy proxy workflows at high resolutions compared to dedicated GPUs. The 8-hour typical battery life is reasonable for a workstation-class machine.
List number 2. HP Stream 14-inch HD BrightView Laptop. A budget-friendly entry that bundles 16GB RAM with 288GB of storage and a 14-inch HD BrightView display. The Streamline prioritizes value and basic productivity, making it an appealing option for light editing tasks, asset organization, and script/storyboarding on the go. The combination of an Intel Celeron N150 and 16GB RAM helps with multitasking across lightweight apps, while the one-year Office 365 and Windows 11 S Mode simplify deployment in educational or casual business environments. The included 7-in-1 docking station set adds versatility for a small desk setup, expanding the potential to connect peripherals and external drives. In real-world use, this model excels at file management, project planning, and offline media notes. However, it is not designed for demanding video editing workloads. The CPU is entry-level, the integrated Intel UHD graphics are not flight-ready for GPU-accelerated effects, and the 1366 by 768 display limits accurate color judgment. Prolonged editing sessions will test battery endurance and thermal headroom, and the combined eMMC storage with a modest SSD may become a bottleneck on larger libraries. The 11-hour claimed battery life is appealing for fieldwork, but expect longer renders and slower timeline scrubbing on 1080p or 4K projects.
List number 3. Lenovo V15 Laptop. This Lenovo V15 model uses a Ryzen 5 5500U with 16GB RAM and 512GB SSD, presenting a balanced mid-range option for professionals who want Windows 11 Pro features in a 15.6-inch form factor. The Ryzen 5 5500U provides solid multi-core performance for editing timelines, media import, and background renders, while the 512GB SSD supports decent project libraries. The device retains a numeric keypad, HDMI, RJ45, and a full Windows 11 Pro environment, making it a flexible choice for editors who need business-grade security, network features, and reliable performance without stepping into premium pricing. In practical terms, the Ryzen 5 CPU handles 1080p and light 4K timelines competently, with adequate multitasking on several browser tabs and editing software instances. The limitation is primarily GPU-accelerated effects and color grading that rely on a stronger GPU than integrated AMD Radeon graphics. For editors who frequently work with heavy LUTs, noise reduction, or GPU-based encoding, this model will feel slower than higher-tier options. The keyboard and chassis are comfortable for long edit sessions, and the display at 1080p is adequate for editing.
List number 4. Acer Nitro V Gaming Laptop, i7-13620H. Acer Nitro V targets performance-driven editors who also want gaming-grade power. Equipped with an Intel Core i7-13620H RTX 4050 GPU, 16GB DDR5 RAM, and a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, it delivers robust throughput for GPU-accelerated editing, high-resolution previews, and multi-processing workloads. The 15.6-inch FHD IPS display at 165 Hz is primarily a boon for gaming, but it translates to smoother timeline previews and more responsive scrubbing during heavy edits. The inclusion of Wi-Fi 6 and Thunderbolt 4 expand connectivity and external storage possibilities, while AI-assisted features and purified voice audio enhancement add practical value for content creators who stream or record while editing. In use, the Nitro V shines in GPU-accelerated tasks, rendering, color grading with GPU LUTs, and applying complex effects can leverage the RTX 4050 for faster exports and more responsive real-time playback. The 16GB RAM and fast NVMe storage reduce stuttering during timeline edits with 4K footage, and the system benefits from a capable cooling solution to sustain turbo performance during long sessions. The trade-offs include higher cost, potential thermals under sustained load, and a weightier chassis, approximately 4.66 pounds, that reduces portability for field editors.
List number 5. Acer Aspire 3 A315 24p R7 VH Slim Laptop. Acer's Aspire 3 A315 24p R7 VH presents a budget-friendly option with a Ryzen 3 7320U, 8GB of RAM, and 128GB NVMe SSD. It aims at light editing and general productivity, offering a full HD display and Wi-Fi 6 for decent connectivity. The compact 15.6-inch chassis, 8GB of RAM, and entry-level CPU make this model suitable for non-intensive editing tasks, such as basic video trimming, manifesting, or editing short-form content on the go. The device's low price makes it attractive for students or hobbyists who need a portable system for light video tasks and media organization. In practical terms, the Ryzen 3 7320U is capable of handling basic encoding and simple timeline edits, but expect limitations with 4K timelines, multiple layers, or GPU-heavy effects. The 8GB of RAM can become a bottleneck when multitasking with media libraries and background processes, and the 128GB SSD may require external storage for larger projects. Battery life is respectable for everyday use, and the display quality is adequate for basic editing. However, color-critical work would benefit from a higher-end display and more RAM.